from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. On the run, it's Berry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levin. Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. At the 45, on its way. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big off-season coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Berry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The sure hands, it's Brown. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
To the air, it's Levitt. Has to throw this off his back foot.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes it past the marker. Racing down side. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the counter. Fights off a defender. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room. He smashes his way through again. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texans!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Berry. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Try the right side with Brown. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Motion from the wideout. Third down from the gun, Manning. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's a give to Durham. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Goes to the option. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A give to Brown. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed a field goal, missed a chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell I just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Air Force in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Falcons sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That's caught. It's Wingo. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Ready? 129, 129. Where did he go?
They'll leave it with him. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Longhorn! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go,
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Looking for a big play. Goes high to pull it in.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 23 on the play. Good enough for first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw again. Quarterback adapting. Looking to the end zone. Complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
LSU lining up first and goal. On the option. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, we've seen in recent years the evolution of the tight end position, right? You think about Brock Bowers at Georgia, or Tyler Warren at Penn State. How about this guy getting involved in the option play? He's the pitch man. No one accounting for him. He's got the athleticism to not just catch touchdown passes or block for other people. Getting involved in the running game here on the option pitch for a score as well. Unbelievable job.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Brown running left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Making side adjustments here. Here's Manning to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner will be dragged down. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Green. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to pass.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throws it back. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, Manning. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short.
Ready? Wide, 3. Right. Ready, go!
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
One more play to pad the stats. One more time, it's Brown. And that is how